Hello, fourth grade. Today we're going to begin a new reading skill, which is main idea and details. And if you recall, back when we were working on our Black History Month project, we actually talked about this a little bit. If you remember, we had that hamburger graphic organizer, and in the top bun, you put your topic sentence, which we related to main idea, and then for the middle parts, we put the details, right? So we're going to carry this over into reading some nonfiction texts and then recognizing what the main idea and details are of them for our reading for a couple weeks. And you'll actually be using Raz-Kids for this. And on the last day that we were at school, I actually gave each of you a packet that had a bunch of worksheets in it in different graphic organizers that you're going to use for each story. And I also stapled a note to the top of each packet that had your name and then the names of the books that you would be using for your main idea project. Eventually, I am probably going to have to add more books to that list, but for now, we're going to start with what we have, and all of you should be able to find that in the supplies that you brought home with you on Monday. And so we can start by talking about what is main idea. The main idea is the big idea that covers all of the other ideas. And the details are the smaller ideas that support the main idea by falling under it. So this umbrella picture can show us the main idea as being the umbrella and the supporting details being the raindrops that fall under it. So we are going to do an example together. I actually have something for us to read. This little article is called The Solar System, and if we think about the title of this, we're probably going to be able to guess what the main idea of this little article is. And I am going to say that it is probably about space and the different planets and the sun that are within the solar system. So let's go ahead and start reading. It says, the solar system is the sun and all of the objects in space that orbit it. The sun is orbited by planets, moons, asteroids, comets, and other things. The sun is a star. It contains 99.9% of the solar system's mass. This means that it has strong gravity. Other objects are pulled into orbit around the sun. There are 8 planets in the solar system. In order of increasing distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The first 4 planets are called terrestrial planets. They are mostly made of rock and metal, and they are mostly solid. The last 4 planets are called gas giants. This is because they are large planets that are mostly made of gas. They also have much more mass than the terrestrial planets. All right, so let's look at our first question. It says, look at the web. Which of the following would complete the web? So we see a big box at the top that says terrestrial planets, and then we see 3 lines coming down that have smaller boxes. And in the small boxes, we see one that says first 4 planets and one that says mostly made of rock and metal. Then we're supposed to put the answer from over here into this box. So based on the way that this graphic organizer looks, I'm going to say terrestrial planets is probably the main idea, and that would make these the details. So let's read our choices. A are called gas giants, B, large planets, C, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, or D, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So when we actually read up here that the terrestrial planets are smaller, so I wouldn't go with the gas giants or large planets, because we know from looking at the details that we already see that the terrestrial planets were mostly made out of rock and metal. So I would go with C, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. That would fit right here. So let's look at our second question. It says solar system. 2, look at the web. Which of the following would best complete the web? So the main idea is sun, and the details are a star and orbited by planets and other things. So we have to choose which detail would best fit here. So our choices are has strong gravity, has no gravity, has 8 planets, and orbits around the other planets. So first of all, we know, based on what we read up above, that it has strong gravity, yes. However, that means that J is not factual, and the planets actually revolve around the sun, so L would also not be factual. So we're down to 2. And how many planets did it say that there were up above here? Let's see. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. 8 planets. So we have to decide, has strong gravity or has 8 planets? I think it could probably be either one, right? So what if we said that I and K were both correct in this case? All right, let's keep reading. Number 3, look at the web. Which of the following would best complete the web? Gas giants is the main idea, and the details are last 4 planets, mostly made of gas. Okay, so my choices are called gas giants, are better than terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, or Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Well, we know it's not Earth, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and it's probably not F, because that is an opinion, which is not what this article was really about. It was more about facts. However, it wouldn't really make sense for a detail for the main idea of gas giants to be called gas giants. That's just restating the main idea. So it looks like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune would fit best as our detail. So all of you should be able to find the worksheets that were in your packet. You can, I believe one of your first assignments is to just choose a book and read through it and then fill out one of the main idea worksheets. And so that will be your choice out of the books that you have been assigned. So today we will actually do something different though. I will have some different little excerpts for you to read, and then you will find the main idea and some details to go with it. And you will find that in Google Classroom. So if you have any questions, you can email me or you can send me a message in Hangouts, and I would be more than happy to help you out with any questions you might have about this.